excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah.
Angela Orosco is one of the most troubled people that James Sunderland will encounter during the events of the game Silent Hill 2. A broken young woman who suffered sexual, physical, and mental abuse at the hands of her wicked father, Angela would come to this once idealistic lake town in search of her missing mother, hoping to escape the pain of her crushing life that's only intensified after a particularly gruesome confrontation with her father that would end in blood.
I'm looking for my my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either.
The story of Angela Orosco as we know it begins with her upbringing in an abusive house of four. Her father, Thomas, was a lumberjack by trade, and to ease both the burdens of his work and the stresses of his family life, he would often turn to alcohol as a means of escape, typically getting drunk and aggressive with the others in his household as a result. For Angela's mother, these bouts of inebriated aggression were insufferable but uninvolving. For her brother, they were a detestable learning experience, but for Angela, they were a hell beyond compare. Behind the locked doors of the Orosco's apartment, Angela's drunken father had begun both sexually and physically abusing his growing daughter from a young age, an action that would only be enforced as normal for the young girl, as eventually her brother seemingly joined in on the assault, and her mother told her that she deserved it. Actions and words that would weigh heavily on Angela as she grew into a teenager, hiding the truth of her life away from prying eyes as she endured countless perversions at the hands of her family.
Thank you for helping me earlier, but I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserve what happened.
No, Angela, that is not true.
As the years passed by and the assault continued, Angela's mother would eventually depart from the household altogether, the disappearance leaving her daughter with the full brunt of the abuse, as in the back of her mind she fantasized about ways to follow in her mother's footsteps, the edge of a knife growing ever more enticing, as she dreamed of either using it on herself or finally taking revenge on her inebriated father. These thoughts eventually culminating in an exceptionally horrific night at the Orosco home, when Angela finally fought back her father with all the hatred that years of torture had wrought. Time and again she would stab her own personal devil, slicing him over and over again from his torso to his neck, leaving the bloody scene not with the sense of freedom that she'd hoped for, but with the venomous words of her mother still ringing in her ears. Fleeing from her broken home, she would venture out into the world in search of some form of hope, finding her way to Silent Hill, seemingly being called to the town with a promise of reunion with her mother, a promise that was never to be kept, as she descended deeper and deeper into the bowels of a brand new hell, one where the same monsters were still here to torment her. Angela Orosco is one of the most unfortunate women who can be found wandering the isolated streets of this decrepit town. Born into a family that would utterly fail in every aspect of their responsibilities to her, Angela would come to see nothing but the wickedness that the world had to offer. In response to this disgusting life, she would attempt to find refuge within herself, closing herself off from the vileness as she watched others with a scornful eye, resigning herself to loneliness in a life beyond redemption. For Angela, there was no return to normalcy, no light at the end of the tunnel, just the flames of a regrettable existence, and the relief promised by the edge of a blade.
James. Give me back the knife.
No, I won't.
Saving it for yourself. Have it your way. Doesn't change anything.